Hey there, thanks for clicking on my video. Really appreciate it. My name is Sadai. What you clicked on is actually really sad. It's like a milestone. It's like a benchmark of something that's heralding in a sad, not sad. I shouldn't be negative talking it, but it is heralding in a new phase of 2025 for me. So this is a Pokemon Go summer update, final summer update video. Because summer is over and I am back in Beijing where I live. If you have never watched my content before, I talk about it too much. If you have watched my content before, you're probably like, my God, dude, stop telling us you live in Beijing. But I have very few returning watchers. So if you're watching this video, it's probably your first video you've ever watched of me. So don't click off yet. I like watch time. It's nice when watch time goes above like a minute. So hang out with me. This video is me going through the Pokemon that I caught in Pokemon Go the last week of my summer break when I was still in America. If you don't know Beijing, China, most of mainland China is geo-locked. I always say region-locked, but it's actually, I think it's called geo-locked, meaning Pokemon Go does nothing here. You have literally wide open spaces of no gyms, Pokestops, spawns, anything like that. Really, the only thing I can do is go in here and hatch eggs. Speaking of a hat, I did just hatch an egg, so let me throw another one in an incubator. Hatching eggs is really the only way that I get Stardust. Oh, that's bad. It's the only way that I really get new Pokemon while I'm here. And I only get eggs from gifts that people send me. So most of my eggs are the 7K eggs because yeah, they come from gifts that people send me. So anyways, that's not really what we're here for. We're here to sort. So I did catch a bunch of Pokemon that I think are going to upgrade what I've caught in the past. So what I do in these Pokemon update videos, sorry, slow down, speak, is I look to see if what I've caught recently is better than what I've saved from the past. And if it is, I update it based on its percentile as rated by an app called Pokegenie. Pokegenie is how I've chosen to kind of sort and rank my Pokemon. And yeah, if they're good, I keep them. And if they're not, I transfer them. So we have about 100 Pokemon to sort through that I caught recently. And as you are watching, you might see a video off to the side over there that I recorded when I was catching things. So anyways, I just caught my first ever Tandemaus, so that's cool. Actually, I have Tandemaus. I lied. I didn't know I had this many Tandemaus. Okay. Cool. Well, this Tandemaus, so the way that the naming convention works, if you don't know, the 80 is its IV percentage. So when you click appraise, it's 80% full IVs out of 100%. So and then what Pokegenie does is it looks at those IVs and says, okay, if you were to power up this Tandemaus to different levels or evolve it to different levels, in the little cup, that's what that L, lowercase l there stands for, it is in the 51st percentile of the little cup. So let me show you. So I screenshot. I always have to delete a ton of screenshots. So in the little cup, this Tandemaus is in the 51 percentile for little cup if you power it up to 500. In the Great League, he's only in the 29th percent, so he's actually a really bad, based on those IVs, he's a bad Great League Pokemon. And then Mousehold is really not viable in Ultra League. So his best percentile is 51% in the little cup as a Tandemaus, so the naming convention, L for little cup, 51 percentile, 0, meaning don't evolve it, it's a basic, so stay a Tandemaus. And then I actually recently just put on the rank, so it is the 1997th best Tandemaus in the little cup, which, as I can see here, is better than this guy that I already had. So he's better than my current little cup. So I come in here and I put its move set in here. And now I'm gonna have to delete the rank every time. But that rank might be helpful later. because some of them are very close rank-wise. So this tandem mouse probably can't be anything else. A G tier mousehold, it's not as good. It doesn't tell you what form it's going to evolve into, does it? I don't think it does. Alright, so this one is not as good. So actually, I'm going to keep it as trade fodder. Somewhere, someone, someday might need a tandem mouse. Okay, Toxel. This is the egg that just hatched when I opened the app. It is my first U-tier Toxtricity. It's only in the 70th percentile, so we're starting with some really low percentiles. I promise later we'll get into some higher ones. So then I tag it as U tier, just so that someday when I power it up, I know what it is. So this G tier Toxel, Toxtricity, the number 1 at the end means it'll be a Toxtricity, because I'll have to evolve it. He's in the 68th percentile, which is better than the G tier one I had prior. Maybe I shouldn't do rank. I don't know. We'll see. We're experimenting with it today. So this guy is not, he's worse than the 68th percentile. He's only in the 20th percentile. But there all are alternatives. So he can actually be, oh, are you kidding me? You can't recognize a Toxel? It's a Toxel. Let's try again. I believe in you. Phone app. Nope. Okay. I wish I could type it. Oh, can I? No. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, and I need the CP too. Gosh. 393. Oh, wow. That was actually really fast. 393, I said? Okay, so it's a really bad Toxtricity. It's a really bad Toxtricity, but he can stay a Toxel. And he's a really bad Toxel. But I don't have an L0 yet, so that's what he's gonna, that's the, and you need a lot of candy for Toxel. That's the hole he fills presently, is as an L tier Toxel, so. All right, Shroodle here, it looks like I already ranked Shroodle. L0. So this U1, Mudslap, Poison Fang. U1. Yeah. Mudslap. Again, these are really not that great. I mean, 97 percentile is pretty good, actually. Delete out the rank. Actually, I could probably just leave that. It doesn't hurt to leave it on there. Especially when I get to high ones, they'll be smaller numbers, so. Like this one, for example. No. Hippopotas isn't that how they call it in the anime? Hippopotas or hippopotas, but I think in the anime they say hippopotas. So he is slightly better than this one at G0. Which gender is this one? This is the female. Sand attack, body slam, G0. So he's a 68th best. That's pretty good. Now, to level a hippopotas up that high is going to be a lot of effort. It's almost maxed out. So I don't know if we'll ever max him out, but for now, he can stick around. So what can I do with this other one? So this other one that just got replaced. It's a female, right? So what I'm thinking is we keep it as a max because they're both 84%, but this one's actually already a higher level. Cancel. Let's actually look at what else it could be before I commit to that. So it's a really bad Hippowdon, only in the 15th percentile. So like we could call it a max. Do we remember its moves? It was like Bite and Rock Tomb. So if I come in here and just label it as MAX, because I think Hippowdon can get kind of strong. Like if you max out, this is not a great Hippowdon, but he's over 3,000, so that's not bad. Hippowdon can get kind of strong. So U1 female, this is my best U1 female, Bite Rock Tomb. It's only in the 82nd percentile. Generally I'm looking for like 98th and above as like something to get excited about. But when it's the best that I have, it's the best that I have. So we hold on to it. Again, this is for a female. Okay, so we have L0 male, G1 male, U1 male, G0 male. No max male yet. No, even an L1 male. G0 female, U1 female. So we have a lot fewer females than males. So a lot of work to do. Bouffalant. So I was actually in the airport. So for me, because I live in Beijing, right? So I'm flying back to Beijing. And as soon as I land in Beijing, Pokemon Go is over. Like you can't catch any more Pokemon. So as I'm like flying out of the US or whatever country I'm flying to Beijing from, I'm like up till the last minute, I'm catching Pokemon. Because I know it's about to, that season of that time is going to end, right? So as I'm in the airport, Bouffalant just starts spawning. And I'm like, I've never caught a Bouffalant. So I was able to catch a few, and none of them are good as far as my ranking system goes. But it was exciting to get them. So I have an L0 here, I have a G0, I have a U0. So I have all the tiers, basically. That means this guy is probably not staying, because he doesn't fill a niche, but all the others do. So it was very cool. I like Bouffalant. He's one of those Pokemon where it's like a Gen 5 Pokemon where they were clearly like, okay, we need something in the Gen 5 decks to replace something that was in the Gen 1 decks. Well, Tauros is in the Gen 1 decks, so we need another like Buffalo. I mean, it's a buffalo. It's not a. Is Taurus like a bull? So it's a different animal. So, but it was very clearly just like, okay, well, let's make it a buffalo. And I'm not complaining because I kind of like its design. And he sounds crazy. It's that Cyclizar, Skeledirge, Bouffalant cry. It's like a deep roar. I like it. Mudshot Skullbash, interesting. So this guy's actually really strong. He's a high level. Good moveset, according to Pokegenie. So Pokegenie labels also tells me how good the moveset is based off of something. So I didn't label these right. This is supposed to be L tier, because my other G tier is slightly better. My L tier was actually really low for it, I think. It's hard to get an L tier because it has to be a low level. So some of these stronger Pokemon, it's hard to get them in L tier, especially if they have to evolve a couple times. Alright, L tier, 19%, G tier, 73, he's my highest percentile, and U, 45%, so. I was starting a story or something. I was going to tell you something. What was it? Oh yeah, so what Pokegenie does, it ranks the moveset, and then I use the Chinese characters for the type of attack it is. It helps me when I'm like picking Pokemon to raid with, or do gym battles, or like rocket grunt battles or something, if I know what types of attacks it has. So I caught my first ever Meowscarada. It spawned. I've never evolved one, so I caught one, and I was like, that's awesome. And it's actually not a bad one. It's in the 95th percentile, which is kind of awesome. But then after that, I caught this 99 percentile Sprigatito, and I actually already have a 99% Sprigatito. So the one that I caught recently there is the 37th best Sprigatito possible. Or sorry, Masquerada possible. This one is the 31st best Sprigatito possible. So he is the winner. And that's why the rank there at the end is going to be helpful. So that when I have to compare them and they're in the same percentile, that helps. Their IVs are actually almost identical. So even though this is awesome and I love having it, I'm going to transfer it because it just takes up space. It's so cool though. I loved catching it. I really did. It was exciting, but I don't want to get sentimental with it. So can this be good at anything else? Is the question, besides a Meowscarada. He's a really good G tier Meowscarada. Holy cow. So G tier Meowscarada it is. Charm, Play Rough, G tier, 49th best. What's the other one that I had for the G tier? Yeah, only 89 percentile, so big improvement. And unfortunately, he can't be anything in the L tier. That's higher than what I've already got. I've already got these L tiers that are really good, L0, L1, L2. And the percentile for that is 89. He's my lowest percentile, so he gets the boot. He? Yep. Most starters are he's. Sexist. Pokemon is sexist in that way. I know they did it for a reason, but tons of Sizzlepedes. So Sizzlepede before was only like an event type Pokemon, or it had to be in a special circumstance. But then again, at the end of my time, so this is kind of giving you also context of what time I recorded this. Sizzlepede just started spawning, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I can finally upgrade my Sizzlepedes, because you can see the two that I had were really low percentiles, 41st percentile, 59th percentile. Now I have a 95th percentile Sizzlepede, a 95th percentile, what's his name? Scorch, a 99th percentile Scorch, a 99th percentile Scorch in the U tier, and then a 98% IV overall. So, great. It was just a huge improvement for my Sizzlepedes, which was really fun. And it makes me sad. This is what it makes me happy to play Pokemon Go. I really enjoy it. But then to be back in Beijing where I can't really interact with the game, I almost sounded really emotional there. I'm not, I promise. It's just a little sad to be missing out on what they do for the next few weeks until I can play again. That's why I'm kind of obsessed with it when I do travel, is just because I can't play for so much of the year, that when I do get to play, I'm kind of obsessed. My partner who I travel with gets frustrated with me. I mean, they've gotten kind of used to it, actually. They've gotten used to me playing Pokemon Go obsessively when we travel. But they're kind of like, why don't you enjoy the location more? And I'm like, I do. I enjoy it when I'm there. And I also enjoy playing Pokemon. So I'm going to do both. And I think they've come to accept that that's just the kind of person I am, and that's the kind of traveler I am. It's also fun to have one that's this strong. If they let us Gigantamax Pokemon, if they let us turn Pokemon into Dynamax Pokemon, that would be the one I would Dynamax, because it's such a high percentage. It makes me mad. It makes me mad that they made that a gimmick that you can't use on Pokemon you already caught. Okay, got a really good Esper here. I actually have a couple good Espers, it looks like. Massive upgrade to the G tier, male and female. Caught a shiny. It's almost one of those where you don't notice it shiny right away, and then you like, well, obviously with the sparkles. I mean, I noticed before the sparkles, but it was kind of like, is it? Is it not? I don't know. All right, so I'm looking at what else this could be. This probably can't be L tier. If I evolve it, it's above 700. Yeah, so I don't think this can be anything else good. So unfortunately, it's getting the transfer. My L tiers are really low, or really bad, really low percentiles, but there's nothing really I can do about it. My G tiers are both getting an upgrade, upgrade, and my L0 is getting an upgrade, and none of those can be L tiers. Like when they evolve, they'll all be above 500, so they can't replace any of the other bad ones, which just means they're getting transferred. All right, so shiny. It's a male. Its highest percentile is as a Meowstic, so someday I will probably evolve that. Someday, maybe. Scratch Psychic for this one. This is my new L tier. As a Esper, not as a Meowstic, so that's a decent one to be in the 90th percentile, but it's not like one I'm going to keep. Hopefully I can replace it with something better. This male is probably the best I'm ever going to get. I can't imagine getting a better one. Male symbol. And then the female. Confusion Energy Ball. Sounds like not a great moveset. Yeah. Energy Ball is just disappointing. Like you think like, oh, that's actually a good move in the games. I'm sure it'll be good, but anytime I have to choose it for a moveset, it's low. Unfortunately, but I think that's it. So we got, what do we got? We got L0, L1, L1, G1, G1, U1, U1, and then shiny. So that's everybody. Okay, Esper's done. A few repeats there, so now we're down to Gossifleur. Goss. Got a really good L0, and we got a decent G1, but I don't need that G1. Because I have a better G1. And it can't be a better L1. It's too strong. Oh wow, he powers up a lot. He's at really high level. Transfer. We're just keeping you. Bullet Seed Energy Ball. The 11th best Gossifleur. Again, Energy Ball. Bad move. Bullet Seed Energy Ball? Is that what I picked? Yeah. Too bad. Sounds like it would have been cool, but it's bad. Bad moveset. Good Pokemon. What is this? Bullet Seed Grass Knot is a better moveset. Okay, Gossifleur, then Geodude. So in my last episode, we kind of went Geodude crazy and we evolved a lot of stuff. And then I think I actually caught some that are slightly better. Not good, but slightly better. And this is the game I play. It's incremental improvements. That's all I do. So we got a good U2. No, it's not good, but Volt Switch Thunderbolt. It's a better U2. So as a Golem, he's in the 88th percentile. 483rd best. So might as well just keep that number there. Which replaces... Actually, it doesn't replace. I have a 92nd percentile. Am I crazy? Why did I think it was better? Can we rewind time and show me what that was before I redid this? Because why did I save this? Alolan Golem, 88%, but I have a 92% right here. So he's not as good. That's a bummer. I thought it was a small improvement, but I must have just not have been thinking straight. Hopefully that's not a mistake. And then this is my first ever L2. It's really hard to get an L2 golem because it has to be such a low level, and you like rarely see Alolan Geodudes in the wild. Most of them just hatch from eggs. So, oh shoot, L2, not G2. L2, L2. So, even though it's only in the 17th percentile, it is literally the only Alolan Geodude I've ever had that is that's in the L2. That's an L2. That can be a golem in the L tier. It's the only one I've ever got. So my Alolan Geodudes are not great. L0, L1, my new L2, G0, G1, G2. Do I have a G2? Alolan? Yeah, there. Already evolved him up. U2, which was the one I thought I was going to replace, and then Max. So I have a really good Max. I have 100% because he hatched from an egg, I'm sure. So those are my Geodudes. Bellsprout. So we also evolved Bellsprouts last episode. I think. Last video. This isn't a series. I keep treating it like a series. And I think I got a better Weepinbell. No, I didn't. I have the best Weepinbell. I have a G100 right there. Can't get better than that. So I guess we'll have to see what else he can be, if anything. No, I don't want to. I want to select you. What can I? Why was it only doing like hold? Okay, something's going on with the app. It does this sometimes. It doesn't let me. It's acting like I have a bunch of things selected. Okay, let's get out of here. Pokemon, let's try again. Bellsprout. There we go. Acid. Oh, I must have still had all the golems selected. See, you're confused. You think it's purified. It's not purified. Let's try another screenshot. Because it has to see that it's a shadow. If this doesn't work, I might have to do it in the Pokegenie app. Yeah. Okay, pause. We'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I had to jump to the Pokegenie app really fast because it wasn't seeing it as a shadow Pokemon when I screenshot it. So I had to go in here to the Pokegenie app and I had to edit it so that it knew it was shadow. If it was regular, it's awesome. Like it's the best Weepinbell and the 5th best Ultra or Victor Bell. But as a shadow, and I don't really know why this affects it, but it's the 58th best Victor Bell. And only the 17th best Weepinbell as a shadow. If I kept it as a shadow, does purifying it change its IVs? I don't even know. But anyways, if it says it's saying that if I purify it, maybe I should just purify it and see what happens. It cost me 3,000 Stardust to do that. So I have the 73rd best Victor Bell. Is basically the dilemma here. And to power this up all the way to 2,500 would cost me 75,000 Stardust and 89 XL candy. To power that one up all the way would cost me a lot of Stardust. All my Stardust that I have and all my candy plus. So even though it's a few positions better, sometimes I do this. Even though it's a few positions better, it is very incrementally better, and I've already invested so much into this Victor Bell that I'm just gonna keep it and transfer that one. Just because like the amount of investment it would take, to me, for that incremental improvement is not really worth it. I'd rather just call it what it is and take what I got and move on. So that L0 is slightly better than this L0. Has better attacks, it looks like. It's better percentile. It's a lower level. But it would only take... I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of Stardust, but it's a doable amount of Stardust if I really wanted to. So that's the problem with the Weepin' Bell there, is it's the perfect Weepin' Bell. To get it up to 1500, it's gonna cost me a lot. Some of these are already finished though. Like these guys are finished, which is kind of cool. He would be like, oh, I guess he's not maxed out, so it's a little less than max. Ooh, it's a lot. It's a big investment. If I ever want to do that, it's a big investment. Is everything recording? Because I stepped away and I stopped recording. Looks like everything's good to go. I caught a Corviknight. Crazy that a Corviknight just showed up and spawned. It's bad. Again, here, look at this. The second best Corviknight, but it's like level 1. So to get it up to 2500, it has to go all the spectrum to get there. So that's going to be a fun adventure someday. But I just basically held on to this because I was like, hey, I caught a Corviknight, and I'll show you the video. I think I have the video of it. If not, then I might just cut that out. Caught a shiny Joltik. I already haven't had a shiny Joltik, to be honest with you. And they both want to be, don't tell me, Galvantulas. But he's a slightly better Galvantula. Sucker Punch Bug Buzz. Decent moveset. I didn't really know Sucker Punch was a fast move. It's kind of cool. So that'll be my Galvantula, and this will stay as a Joltik. Charge Beam Bug Buzz? Is that what it was? So this will just stay shiny Joltik. Unless I ever get a better shiny Joltik. Okay, so I'm seeing a U99 there. That looks really high. It's higher than my other one. It's the 26th best. Sucker Punch Discharge. Is Galvantula really viable? It hits 2450. So it's actually not the most viable in the U tier, but it feels bad to get rid of it when it's a 99th percentile, so we're gonna hold on to it. Alright, so what do we got? We got L0, L1, G1, U1, and I have another G1 that I'm holding on to, I guess, I shouldn't be holding on to it, to be honest with you, but I'm holding on to it, so. Okay, gosh, there were so many LGMs. And for a while, LGM was like really rare. So every time I saw an LGM, I was like pineapple burying it. But then there were just so many LGMs that I eventually just stopped pineapple burying them and started just catching them regularly. So we got a really good G1 here to replace this guy. We have a really good, not really good, but a good L0 to replace that guy. And a U1 to replace that guy. So these guys are getting replaced. These guys are getting replaced. Yeah. So like technically this could be a better L1 if it's better than 85, it's not. Okay, so he's just going to get released. So this one, and this one are released because they all got better. Confusion Psybeam. That sounds like a good moveset. Unless it has Psychic. Sometimes Psychic is better. Confusion, Psybeam. Yep, Psychic would have been better. Tag you in the L tier. Boom. G1 LGM. Confusion Psychic. Now that's the moveset we wanted on the one that was gonna stay in LGM. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, and then this U1. Confusion Psybeam. Again, I like it when they're both like stab. And of the same type, because that just makes them easier to use in battles, I think. You don't have to worry about like switching up types or one of their attacks being effective and one of their attacks not being effective, and so on and so on. Shelmet. So as I said before, actually a long time ago now, because we've been recording for a while, I have about 100 Pokemon to sort from what I caught. And then we will invest our Stardust and stuff in some of those catches. So the 72nd best Excelgar, that's fun. He's another rare one. Shelmet. Haven't caught many of those. L0, L1 is really bad. G1, U1 max. So that U1 there, I think he's just getting replaced because he can't be better than anything else that I've already got. Bye-bye. Amoonguss. So this is a 100%er, and he's technically the strongest Amoonguss you can have in the U tier. Even though he's not viable in the U tier, he is the strongest that could. Well, he's only 2400. If I'm keeping the Galvantula, I guess I'm keeping the Amoonguss. What was it? Feint Attack, Grass Knot? Yeah, good moveset. And he's the best. He's the #1 Amoonguss in the U tier. Just because you have to power him up all the way. L0, L1, G1, U1. He can't be anything else. 1859. He's a lower level, but not atrociously low, I guess. A Magmar? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen a Magmar in the wild. As a G0, so he stays a Magmar. Karate Chop, Fire Blast. It's a slight improvement, which is fun. It's fun to get a Gen 1 that's an improvement. Karate Chop, Fire Blast. Fire Punch, Flamethrower. Probably all of those better than Fire Blast, but... GQ. So that replaces this guy out here at 86%, so... he can't be an L. G1, maybe? Like, if I evolved him, would he still be under 1500? Probably not. Oh, he is. So if he's better than 76, he can stay. I doubt it. 73. It's actually closer than I thought. I have a really good U1 already. And I have a max that's already higher, so... I don't think there's not really a place for this guy. Sorry, Magmar. We got this Grottle. Grottle's his name. Gerodielli. And I think he's a keeper. Yeah, by a percentage point. Razor Leaf Energy Ball. Again, that Energy Ball. Which is fun. It was fun to catch a Grottle in the wild instead of a Turtwig. That was fun. It was like, I don't know, something new, something different. There was this like alleged, like, there's things appearing in the wild that aren't supposed to be appearing in the wild thing. that happened over the summer. And I don't really buy into it. I'm pretty sure that they were just trying to get people talking about the game for press, I guess. U2, can you be better than 94% U2? Probably not, but let's check it out. Nope, a lot worse. From 2019, I've had this guy for 6 years. Almost 6 years, and I'm getting rid of him. Probably the first Turtwig I've ever caught. Thanks for your service, buddy. You were a good placeholder for a really long time. Until you got replaced by a better placeholder. Okay, so what's his name? Trubbish? Tons of Trubbish, and I love the humor of Pokemon Go because one of the most disliked Pokemon gives you so much Stardust when you catch him. And as I am always starved for Stardust, I catch every Trubbish I see. If I see it, I catch it. So he was supposed to be L. My bad. L tier, yeah. He's a Garbodor. 86%, so slight improvement over the other one. So you got L0, L1, G1, U1, and there's really no max, because I'm assuming he maxes out. So this is not keepable. So we do need to compare ranks here. What's your rank? Takedown, Gunk Shot. Number 5. Don't think the other one beats that. I think the other one's like in the double digits, 14. Huh. Too bad. Now sometimes I keep both just to see who would have a better moveset. $24.87. On the Seed Bomb, my bad. Because if one has like a clearly a better moveset, I'll keep that one instead. And I don't have to use TMs, even though I'm not swimming in TMs. Like, if you're not careful, you'll burn through those TMs fast, because there's just so many Pokemon to use them on. But if I can conserve some, then I might as well. So slightly better Lickitung with a good moveset according to Pokegenie. G tier. So what's that do to this other guy? Can't be L0, can't be L1. Look at G1. Nope, I have the best Licky. U1 is 99. So yeah, he's not better than what I've got. Can't be better. Sorry, buddy. Lickitung. Weird Pokemon. Pokemon Go made me realize how weird Lickitung is. Just looking at that sprite, I'm like, you're a weirdo. No reason to hold on to this. Guess I can check U2, see if he's better than 72%. Or G1, 83. G1, he's not eligible. Yeah, I don't think I can keep him. If you evolve him, he really goes above 1500. Yeah, that's a big stat jump. Alright, sorry. Sorry, Poniard. That's one of those that's really hard. Like, they really don't show up in the wild. Like, you can only really hatch them from eggs, and because they hatch from eggs, they're IV. I caught my first ever Sandstorm. My first one. Which was fun. He's okay. He's in the 61th percentile. But I've never caught a Sandstorm Scatterbug, so that was great. I caught my first ever Palmont. I did not evolve this. It was caught. I'm not keeping him because actually I don't have much. It's not much better, to be honest with you. But he is better. But I was expecting it to be a Palmy, not a Palmont. No, Palmo. What an awful evolution line. It really is. It's just... It starts really cute. Like, it really does. Cute little guy. Second stage, third stage are just so bad. So disappointing, design-wise. And as an electric fighting type, like, come on, Pokemon. Palmy, Palmo, Palmont, right? So I thought he was going to be a Palmo, but it was a Palmont. So I was like, oh man, you're throwing a stage 2 Pokemon out here? That's crazy. Speaking of Magmar, we have an Electabuzz. A G1, so that's supposed to be an Electivire. Because these ones with baby Pokemon are weird, so they don't call this a basic. Basic is Electabuzz. The baby is a baby, so it's like almost like a -1. And then Electabuzz is the 0 is the basic, and then stage 1 is Electivire. So Electivire here, G1. Where's my G1? Do I have one? I do. 94%. It's the little baby down there. Thundershock Thunder. So it is better. Again, awesome to get a slight improvement on a Gen 1 Pokemon. G tier. So the question is, can he be anything else? Can't be L, and I'm really hurting for L tiers. Actually, do I have an L baby? I don't have an L baby. So you're shoehorned, low kick, thunder punch into L baby. Low kick, thunder punch. Sounds like a good moveset. That's your only, yeah, you fill that niche. I haven't ever caught one that is an L baby capable, so you're no longer G, you're L. So what do we, so we got L baby, L0, L1, G baby, because Elekid gets pretty powerful, G0, G1, no U baby, it doesn't get that strong, U0, oh wait, U0, I actually have a shiny, U1 max, crazy. There's a lot of Elekid stuff happening there. Squovet, man, it's crazy how good some of these Squovets I've caught are, stat-wise. I already had the 7th best Greedent, I have the 10th best Greedent, now I have the 5th best Greedent. I'm gonna release the others because of that. Tackle, Body Slam. 5th best. Why? Greedent, why? I mean, I'm not mad that I have you. It's just like if I had to pick a Pokemon to have the 5th best of, probably wouldn't be Greedent. L0, so I'm replacing L0. I have the 28th best one there too. L0s are both, man, I'm clearing out some Greedents here, some Squovets. The only thing to check is if I evolve you, are you above 500? Yeah, way above 500. If I evolve you, you're below. What about you? Above. So none of these can be L tier Greedents. That 179 potentially could be Bite Crunch L0. Bite Crunch, 15th best Squovet in the L tier. Good for you, buddy. So you're potentially, if you're above 95% as a Greedent, I don't think so. Yeah, 64. Yeah. So no. Not viable. So I just cleared out a bunch of those little squirrels, which is kind of nice. I don't need them taking up that much space. It's my first ever U tier. How strong does he get? 18. Fight, play rough. If you max him out, he only gets to 2250. But he's cute, so we'll hold on to him. He's not really viable though, so I'm not going to tag him as U tier, but we'll just hold on to him. L0, L1, G1, U1. There you go. Welcome to the team. Again, this is a Pokemon you were only able to get from eggs. So I didn't have good percentile ones because the IVs are so not predetermined, but it's a smaller sample space. Like it's a less variable IVs when they hatch from an egg. So when you catch them in the wild, you can get a lot more variety in its IV distribution. So catching a Galarian Farfetch'd was fun because it gave me a few niches that I didn't have prior. And I also got this shiny. Shiny was caught in the wild. That's all it tells me because in Beijing, my location tracking doesn't work. So he's a shiny, so he gets to stay because of that. But I don't have an L0 Farfetch'd, unfortunately. L1 Surfetch'd, G1 Surfetch'd, G0 Farfetch'd, U1, and then a Max. So I have all the Farfetch'd except for Max. Rock Smash, Brick Break, Double Stab. Rock Smash, Brick Break. Oh, even Double Stab, it's not its best. Okay. But you are shiny. Shiny Galarian Farfetch'd isn't very much different. It's just a little more golden in its chest, I guess, a little more orange. And a little bit more muted on the brown, but I think Surfetch'd is very different. Surfetch'd is all yellow, I think, or all golden, so. It'll be a noticeable shiny. Sunny Castform I caught. I don't think, I guess I need an L0 Sunny, yeah. So you get to stay just because you're L0 capable. And my first I've ever had of that. Ember. I think your IV, your 115 CP. Got the wrong scan there. Why didn't that work? What did I push? Next? Yeah. Ember Fire Blast, I think. You're not 153rd. That's the bad thing about the rank, is when it's above 1,000, it's deceiving. I got a pretty good, man, he's such a low level though. Pretty good water one. Yeah, very low, really low level. Tackle Thunder. Bad moveset. And it wasn't 192. What's going on? I guess it's maybe struggling because of the 115. Is that what it was? Shoot, 192. No, push the wrong button. I want to cut all this out, but I'm not going to. It's embarrassing, but okay. Tackle and Thunder? Yeah, bad. Really bad. If I cared about Castform, I would change his moveset, but I'm probably not going to do much with this Castform. We got L0, G0, L0, G0, L0. It's actually not a very unique cry for a pretty unique Pokemon. Okay. Horsey. Him from a Rocket Trainer battle. G1. He's the 56th best Seadra. Water Gun, Frustration. Let's see if the shadow registers on this one. It does not. Got it. Okay. But it's okay. I'll remember. Water Gun, Frustration. 56th best. So it's numbers, 56. And then I do like to sometimes I put a little like a recycled symbol, just so that I know that means if purified. So he's slightly better than the one right next to it. This one right next to it, can it be better? No, probably not. Looking at U2. Yeah, just 91. If he was still 97, that would have been something to consider. But actually, my buddy right now is a Seadra because I'm trying to get more horsey candy, because I don't really have enough horsey candy to evolve all the horsey that I will want to evolve someday. I want to get up to 500 candy. And I think I'm nearing 400, I think. So I'm trying to farm some of that candy. A much higher level Drillbur and a higher percentage. That's what we like to see. Scratch Chill Run. We like it when it needs to be U tier and he's already at a high level. We like that a lot. And he's at such a high percentile. This is beautiful. Okay, so this other one is such a low level. It could be a better L1. It could even be a better G1. Could it be a better L0? There's a lot of possibilities with this guy. So let's see what his next best option is. U1 was 96. G1 is only 84, so that's bad. L0 is not great either, 92. I think the one I had was higher. But L1 is 85. So let's review. 92 for Drillbur. L0, 92. Yeah, it's better. So it does replace the L1 down there. But it's a little disappointing, Scratch Drill Run, that it wasn't in the 90s. But we take it. 608th best. It's a bit low. Meaning I'm probably not going to invest in him, but it's nice to have him. For the time being, at least. And he can't be anything else. Star you. It can't be better. Yeah. Bye-bye. Drillbur's done. Tempo. A lot of Palpitoads were floating around out there, but nothing really great, unfortunately. So I did get an L0 Bubble Water Pulse. You're the 52nd best. Bubble Water Pulse, I was gonna say. It's gotta be a good moveset. L tier. And then, what this other guy? Can he be? Surely not. Something like sticking out at me. Maybe a better G2 than 91. G2. Yeah, it's not better. Too bad, buddy. U2's 88. But I think my other U2 is 98, yeah. Sorry, buddy. He's only a year old. Almost a year ago, exactly. Who's next? Getting far enough down here where I should try to maybe look ahead. Corsola and then Toads. G1. It's better than what I got. Haven't seen a lot of Galarian Corsola. I think it's only hatchable, actually. Which again means fewer options. Hard to get high percentiles when they're only hatchable. G0? No. G1, U1. Got a couple maxes already, so. What shiny Corsola, Galarian Corsola look like? I don't know if I've ever seen that. And then first ever Toad schools were released. So we got a couple good ones. Not crazy good, but pretty good. The G1 is awesome. Mudshot Wrap. So it was fun getting these guys added to the game. Would have liked better ones, but we'll take what we can get at this phase. At this stage, I mean. Maybe someday in the future we'll get better ones. Mud Shot Earth Power. That sounds like a good moveset. Is Mud Slap better? Mud Slap is a lot more damage, but yeah, it says it's a little worse actually. Probably just because it takes more time to regenerate before you can attack again. G1, Mud Shot Wrap. He's the 30th best. It's not. Yeah, Toad Scroll. Tentacruel Toad Scroll. Yeah. Toad Scroll's cool. Awesome design. I think he's fun. I don't know why they decided to stop regional variants. They didn't stop. They still had regional variants in Gen 9. But why? I don't know why they said this one will be a different Pokemon with a different dex number. Same with Wiglet. I don't know why they decided to do that with them instead of just making them traditional regional variants. It's kind of weird to me. I'm trying to think like what's the behind the scenes conversation that happened there, because they were like, we'll still give what's a Paldean form? Are there Paldean forms? Paldean Wooper, for example. Paldean Wooper. We'll do a form, but we won't do Paldean Tentacool. We're gonna call it Toad Scroll. I don't know what the behind the doors conversations were for that. I don't know if I rather one or the other. I don't think I feel that strongly about it, but it is a little weird to me. Somehow I upgraded a Sentret, so Quick Attack, Dig. Oh, really? That's bad? That's a bad moveset? What do you want? Brick Break? It's just Quick Attack bad? Dig's bad. That's what you're telling me? Scratch Dig is better? Quick Attack is bad? Who knew? Not me. I didn't know. L tier. So that replaces this guy, who's the worst of the bunch. So Mega Furret win. Actually, I don't want Mega Furret. I want an evolution. I've talked about this before. Stop Mega Evolving weak CP, or not CP, weak base stat total Pokemon. Evolve them instead, and then Mega them. Like, give us evolutions. They should have never had Mega Mawile. It should have just been an evolution of Mawile. Because after they take away Megas, Mawile's awful again. But now, Annihilate, like, Mankey is awesome forever now. Because any game, it can evolve into Annihilate. Give them evolutions, give them permanent evolutions. If it's already a stage 3 Pokemon, then Mega Evolve it, sure. Not that it needs the 100 extra base stat total. In fact, they should just do it for stage, like 3-stage Pokemon that are still a little lackluster. That's who it should have been reserved for. Anyways, we got some good Tadbulbs. Water Gun Discharge. The 4th best Tadbulb. That was exciting. I loved catching that guy. That was fun. Water Gun Discharge. Good moveset. Bad against grass types, but it's a good moveset. L tier. That's fun. Man, anytime you get something that's high, that's like that highly rated, it's fun. So I was thinking maybe this could be L1, but I already have a better L1 here, so we're not even going to consider it. I think everything is just getting upgraded. Yeah, all 4 of these are getting transferred now. My first Tadbulb squad is no longer viable, so Water Gun Zap Cannon. So my first, so I mentioned that I'm back at work, right? I'm not on summer break anymore. I did go into work a number of days last week to try and get some of my stuff done before the year really starts into full swing. And tomorrow is the first day for new teachers to the school. And I kind of have a leadership position at school, so I have to go to that. So that's kind of my first official day back at work, even though I'm only involved in a small part of it. So I'll go and do my small part, and then an important part, and I'm looking forward to it. Meeting the new teachers, the new people to the school. I can't remember talking. Water gun, zap cannon. But my part is only like an hour, and then I have other work I need to get done before all the teachers report back to work on Tuesday this week. I'm recording this on a Sunday. So, big week. Official first week back to school. I caught a Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur I love. I love Bulbasaur. He's my favorite guy. Look at him on the layout. How can you not love Bulbasaur? But every time I catch a good Bulbasaur, I get a little bit of a panic because it's like, oh gosh, darn it, do I have to go all the way back to Pokemon number 1 and start powering them up? Because I did get a much better G tier Ivysaur than what I previously had. But am I gonna really invest all of this? Man, that breaks my heart to think about doing that. I love him, but like, I'm also just more excited about like moving further down the decks instead of just like spending all of my time with like the first 100 Pokemon in the decks. So like if I evolve him, actually I wanted to just see, what does he need? 238,000 Stardust, 279 candy. So I don't even have enough candy to power him up all the way. I do have enough Stardust. Like, I don't think that's worth it, honestly. I'll evolve him just so that I have an Ivysaur, but I'm probably not going to power him up. Also, I don't know if I showed this. I'll probably do this when I'll save it for when I start powering up my boys. Because we had some fun. I had some fun with a Venusaur that I haven't had the opportunity to have fun with yet. Oh, okay, moving on. Okay, Abra, Mischievous, Slackoth. Those are the next 3. Abra. Got a couple that are upgrades here, which is kind of sad because I recently... Oh, nope, that's actually not an upgrade. This one is. I did recently invest a lot into Abras, so getting upgrades here is also kind of sad. But we're happy with this one. Zen Headbutt Psyshock, right? The 60th best L tier Abra, which is a pretty big improvement over the 94% one here. Even though it's a lower level. It can't be anything else, unfortunately. Transfer. So this 56th best Kadabra is worse than my 36th best Kadabra that I already had. So I guess we could look at... He can't be anything else, can he? L0, L1, L2. Can't be any of those. G0, nope. G1, G2. Where's my G2? So we could look and see if he's better than 97%, but I bet he's too strong. He's too high of a level to be a G2. Yeah, he's too high. U2 94. I think I have a better U2. I have a 98, yeah. So, unfortunately, he is not a keeper. He's so good though. Like, high percentiles, but fun to get this guy though. What did I say? Abra. Mischievous. And then I forget what was after that. Mischievous here. We got a really good Mischievous. Astonish Shadow Sneak, which is awesome. We love 99 percentiles. Astonish Shadow Sneak. Sounds good. It's not. That's too bad. 99th percentile. Love it. So I'm looking at the other things. Can you be an L1? Yes. What's your percentile as an L1? Decent. Decent. Better than the one right next to it. So X ominous wind. Upgrade. Oh, that's the better moveset. Okay. So now you are not a keeper. So we got L0 there, really good. L1 is the one we just upgraded. G0 is up there. G1, U1. So we got a new U1 to consider. 93 percentile is not great, but slightly better. X Dark Pulse, it's decent. Hex and Dark Pulse are very similar offensively, right? Until Fairy type, at least. And then I guess Ghost is normal, has an immunity to Ghost that it doesn't have to Dark, so I guess they're not carbon copies of each other, but no, that was wrong. You're supposed to be U1. Yeah. Transfer. Now, who was after that? Don't remember. Did I just skip like a bunch or something? Because I'm back to like Palmy? Why is there another Palmy? Am I almost done? No. I did something weird. I must have skipped a bunch. Anyways, Palmy. How did I not sort this Palmy earlier when I was looking at the Palma and ranting and raving about Palma? 221, so he has a slight improvement. Sometimes I'm quiet because I'm looking at the other things, considering. So I apologize if that takes you out of it for a minute, but in my opinion, if you're watching this video, it's not because you're like glued to the screen. God, if you're glued to the screen, like as I'm doing this, I appreciate you. I really do. Like, that's crazy that you'd be that keenly intent upon what I'm doing. My Pokemon Go videos, I think, are more like second screen background entertainment. So like if you're doing like spreadsheets, or if you're doing something for work, or if you're if your mind is kind of like focused on this other thing, but you just want to have something on in the background keeping you company, something noise, like you can put it off on the second screen over there just to have like companionship. That's what I think this sort of video is good for. My other content, I hope it's more engaging. It's more like keep your eyes on me a bit more, which is weird to say. But these Pokemon Go videos are really, I think, just like great second screen, hang out with me, kind of like chill stream type things. But yeah, I hope that's what you can get out of it, is what you're looking for. If you've made it this far, great. But not all my content is also this vibe or this mood. So if it's not your vibe and you've made it this far, okay. But if it's not your vibe, or if you're also looking for other vibes, check out the other stuff I do on my channel too, because it's not all the same kind of vibe. All right, Girafarig. I think this is my first ever L1 capable for Farigiraf, which is why he's sticking around. Double kick Thunderbolt. I really love Girafarig, and I really love, oops, save screenshot, save. And I really love Farigiraf. I think they are so cool. I love giraffes. Giraffes are probably like real world animal that is the coolest to me. And I really like Girafarig, and it made me sad that he wasn't very good. I guess now you can hold an Eevee Light and be better, maybe. But he was such a cool looking Pokemon to like look at, and like the tail is cool. Yeah, it's just all cool. I like Girafarig a lot. And then Farigiraf is also really cool. I don't think I love its design as much as Girafarig, but it is still pretty daggone good, and looks pretty daggone good. And he's actually like, I think he's a world champion, right? Hasn't Farigiraf, hasn't it won a competition? Hasn't it won Worlds? I actually don't know that for sure, but I think it has. So he has a role to play on competitive teams, which is really cool. You would have never said that about Girafarig. I don't think he's like he's not a powerhouse, but I think he can Trick Room, and I think if you have, he like meets a certain support type of niche on teams. So it's great that this is such a higher percentile, but he's such a low level. And you can't actually evolve Girafarig yet in this game. They better let us. They better not wall it behind raids and stuff like they do to Weirdeer and Cleavor. And I know those are like regional variants, but they're not. They should be cross-gen evolutions like Annihilate. I know that there's like that whole historical, they're from the past type thing, but it's so, I wish you could just evolve them in Pokemon Go directly. And I also wish you could just evolve them in games that aren't Hisui. Like, you need to be able to, like, I think they will do that with Ursaluna, right? You can evolve an Ursaring into Ursaluna. You can do that in this game. You can evolve an Ursaring into Ursaluna. Why can't I evolve my Stantler into a Weirdeer? I know why. They want you to have to raid for it. And I hate that. Because I have good Pokemon already, but then they say, nope, you can't keep your good Pokemon and use them for that purpose. You have to catch a new one. And that's what irritates me. I do like catching Pokemon. I do like playing the game. I will continue to engage with the game, but I don't like it when they wall stuff off like that. So I thought I had like really good Roggenrollas, but actually I have a few really good Roggenrollas, and there's room for a lot to get better. So it was kind of fun to catch a new U2 G2 that are so good. Can my old U2 be anything better? Doesn't look like it. L0, L1. Do I even have it? I do have an L2, but it's bad. G1, G2, U2 max. So you can't be anything new. G2 is the 35th best, which is fun. That's one we'll definitely get evolved right away someday. Old G2. Oh, you are pretty good. I guess I could look at you as L0. 89. Are you better than 89 as an L0? Nope. That's a bummer. Wow. You're 99th best Gigalith. I think my other one was better. Yeah, just a bit better. Alright, sorry buddy. Thanks for your spending time with me. I'm forgetting to look ahead. Carablast, Voltorb, Yamper? Carablast. This is a max. That's what I kept him for. Fury Cutter, Aerial Ace. And you're a max. So the intention is to fully evolve this and power him up as far as he goes someday. Or if it ever mega evolves, like that'll be my mega. Fury Cutter, Aerial Ace. I doubt it could be anything better. That's why he is what he is. Voltorb, and then Yamper, I think I said. So another good Hisuian Voltorb here. Weird. Something weird's here. I didn't have a G1. No, I didn't have a G1. Maybe, this used to be a G1, and then this one was better. So I had labeled them already, just so that I wouldn't forget, and I forgot. I forgot that's what I did. Charge Beam Swift, right? Bad. G tier. 69th. There you go. All you children. Tackle Energy Ball. You're not 11-11, you're 64. Tackle Energy Ball, but you're not, you're L1, yeah. So changing you from G to L. You replace the one right next to it, so L0, L1, G1, U1, and then Shiny. Love Shiny Voltorb, both of them, they're both so good. And then Yamper, right? Yamper evolves into Boltund, is that right? You're my first L1. Okay. Welcome to the crew, buddy. Light Crunch. L tier. It's a strong jaw guy waiting to happen. He wants to strong jaw some stuff. Okay. Dupe. And then Cinder. What's its name? Score Bunny. So Dupe, Score, and then Snive. Dupe, Score, Snive. Dupe. Hard to believe that's an improvement, but it is. Forget the moves. Infestation and water something. Water Pulse. Bubble Beam. Dang. G2. L0, L1 are already better, so. Okay, Scorb. G1, L2 I have. Okay, a couple things to consider here. G1. Oh, it is much better. Okay. And the L2 is much better too. Okay, big improvements. Fire Spin, Flamethrower. Fire Spin, Flamethrower. Beautiful moveset. 96% is like a little bit below what I would actually consider investing in. But if I needed to, I would. Like if there was like an event or something where they're like, you have to evolve a Score Bunny, I would do it. With a 96. L2, right? Replaces a really low percentile. So what do I got here? I got so much going on. L, it's because of this stinking Dynamax Pokemon. L1, L2, G1, G2. I have 2 G2s. That's unnecessary. U2 and then a couple maxes. So I'm getting rid of this other G2. I don't need to keep it. There's no reason. Honestly, I want to get rid of that Gigantamax one, but I'm holding on to it. Okay. The 30th best superior compared to you are the 29th best I already had. Wow, look at that. Vine Whip Wrap. So the one I had is already slightly better. Barely. By the hair of his chinny chin chin. I have so many U2s. Why do I have this many U2s? This one I'm holding on to as a max, maybe, in case it ever, like, mega evolves. No, this one's a max, too. Why am I doing this? We don't need this many. I have 2 G2s. What am I doing? L0, L1, L2. G1. 2 G2s. 4 U2s. That's crazy. We're getting rid of all. We're getting rid of this one and this one. We're holding on to you as a potential max. And then the G2s, I just need to figure out which one's better, right? It's really not worth, like, I'll take the 1 extra spot in my box. I'm not gonna keep both of them. Yeah, that's 44 to 76, so it's a much lower level. That might be why I was conflicted about it, but I'm not conflicted about it anymore. Alright, Snivy's done. Where are we at? Okay, Grievard, Skidoo, Slackoff. Okay, this is where I was before. I definitely skipped a bunch. Grievard, Skidoo, Slackoff. So I think my first Grievards were caught recently. I forget. Yeah, got it right. Okay, so that's actually a decent one for having caught so few. Like, I don't even have 50 candy yet. I can't even evolve it if I wanted to. So we got L0, G1, U1. What can you be? I doubt you can be an L1. Yeah, so you'll stay L0. I forgot to check your moves. Lick, dig. Sounds like a dog. Licks and digs. So you got changed to L tier, and can you be L1? No, you can't. You're too strong. So L0, still no L1, unfortunately. He had the best moveset, but... Skidoo. Skidoo is recent. I might have had him in the previous video, update video, catching my first Skidoo. But yeah, these are also guys that you don't never. It was like one of those mistake. Oh no, they're unannounced Skidoo roaming around. But I think they were just trying to make people talk about the game. Because while the game, I think it's still popular, people are still playing it. It still makes money. People are not talking about it as much as they used to. So I think they were, especially with this new owner. I think they were just trying to get it back into people's radar by trying to create talking points, basically. It's kind of my suspicion. It wasn't a mistake, I don't think. I think they were just trying to get people talking about the game again. Good thing is this can be an L0, which I don't have yet. Rock Smash Seed Bomb. It's going to be bad, but I don't have one. So Skidoo, you're sticking around. I have so few of them that I need them all. Slacking, slack off, slack. G2, it's the 34th best slacking in the G tier. Yawn, break. I watch people do those randomizer Nuzlocks, and then they get so excited when they see a slacking slack off with a random ability, because it makes it so much better that I almost carry over that mentality a little bit into this game, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a slack off. But then they do nerf it. So, all right, we've got L0. Do we have an L1, L2? L1, L2, we do. G1, G2, U2 max. So this is a better max. But I also want to check it as an L0 and as an L2. 88, 89. Oh, no, it's not going to work. L0, yeah. Okay, so he's just a max. He's my new max. You're also a yawning, brick-breaking max boy. So my max slacking just got upgraded from 82% overall to 87% overall. Even though he's a lower level, it's okay. And I don't think he could have been anything. Okay, I didn't check after slacking. So Atenna, Cottony, Clefairy. Atenna, Cottony, Clefairy. Oh, I haven't sorted a lot of these, it looks like. L1, Charm, Psychic, really good. L1, Charm, Psychic, Keeper, L tier. Obviously that gets rid of this one here at the bottom. L0, L1, L2, G1, G2 max. Yeah. So you aren't necessary. And this U2, I guess, is my best one. I don't know why it's not labeled Charm Psyshock. Maybe I just labeled it and then I forgot to push all the buttons because it was, I don't know, I was doing something else with it. I don't know. Be nice if I remembered what came next. Cottony. G1 is not a keeper. See what you are as an L0, maybe? Better than 88. Nope. Don't know why I held on to that. I usually, before recording these, I usually try to pre-screen a little bit and make sure that if I'm gonna include it in the video, it has like a chance of actually upgrading. Kind of do like a pre-screening, just because I think if everything I'm sorting is trash, it's kind of a waste of time. L0, L baby, L1, G1, G0, U1 max. That's a decent upgrade to Clefairy there. 98%. And I did see what came next, but I didn't remember it. Kabuto, Rattata, Cobalion. Kabuto. So this is interesting. This might be my new max. I think it will be. Are they the same? I wonder if they have the same. One low on HP. One low on attack. So that's why it's a little bit weaker, actually, CP wise, because attack contributes to CP more than HP. I can also go look at what it is just as a G0. He's the 4th best G0. So never mind, that's not going to be better. So I'm just going to call him my new max. Because it is nice to have a max that's Gigantamaxable. Because I don't keep mini... No, Dynamax. Sorry. I don't keep mini Dynamax capable Pokemon because they usually aren't better than something I already have as far as the tiers and stuff go, and that's what I've committed to saving. But when one does double up, it's nice. Let's do a little scan here. L0, L1, G0, G1, U1 max, right? But that I clicked the wrong U1. It's okay. Moving on. Ratata. L1 rat. Oh my gosh, where did these good things come from? I had an awful L1 Raticate. I just never thought about like investing in it, I guess. Oh, I have a better G1 now too. All right, we're actually gonna like transfer out some of this stuff. Tackle Shadow Ball. It's fun to have a good L tier Raticate. It's fun because what else do you use Eradicate for? 513. If you evolve, okay, you're actually pretty strong. Okay, that's nice. Quick attack Shadow Ball. So it wouldn't take like forever to level this up if I wanted to, because I've already leveled up 2 Raticates. I actually find Raticate kind of useful in like rocket battles against which type? Ghost types. If you go up with against a ghost type in a rocket battle, Raticate's actually decent. I guess like Obstagoon would be better, but I don't have an Obstagoon yet. Because it's immune to ghost type moves and it hits it super effectively. So I've actually upgraded 2 of these Raticates for that purpose. But now, I think I'm gonna let them both go. I've kept this one because it has return, and then return on a normal type is really good. I don't really care to keep it, if I'm being honest. All right, and then a Cobalion. So I had a Cobalion. It was a really bad IVs overall, and my sister, who was wonderful, traded me one. Lucky traded. We lucky traded one for one, and now it's better. Metal Claw, Sacred Sword. I don't know. 17, 16, 133. Metal Claw. Is that what I said? Metal Claw, and then a good Sacred Sword, yeah. But you're not going to be a U tier. You're going to be a max, because 93 is pretty good. Pretty good. Powering him up, I can't, but actually, he actually doesn't get that strong. You're kind of a disappointing legendary Cobalion. Cobalion, I know. Do it on purpose. Oh my gosh, how much more we got? Not a ton. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20-ish. We're at the 20 mark. Chimecho, Yamask, Makuhita. Let's try to fix our posture a little bit. Chimecho is not good. Why is he here? I didn't realize that Chimecho also gives a crap ton of Stardust when you catch them. Rarely see them, but Yamask. G1. I don't feel like I pre-sorted these, did I? So you can probably be a better L1 than 3%. Sounds like a good moveset too. 92 CP. Why do you always guess 1111? So yeah, you're better. You're 53-37. 53 is better. So many yaw masks, jeez. L0, L1. G1, U1 max. So we'll hold on to this as Sin, Headbutt, Shadow Ball. It is a good moveset. That's right. Here our new L tier. You are not. And then I forget what's after Yaw Mask. If you remember, I'm impressed. Ah, oh, Makuhita. And then we're skipping the EVs, because EVs stress me out. And we're going to, so Makuhita, Minafu, Cherubi. Makuhita. L1. Guess technically it's a good one. Rock Smash, Low Sweep. There's a lot of stuff I have to try and remember. I have to try to remember movesets. I have to try and remember CP values. I have to try and remember tiers. I have to remember all that stuff when I'm doing this. So it's sometimes hard to remember the Pokemon that comes next. Give it a try. L1, it's good. Pound Low Sweep. Low Sweep. L tier. Old L tier, probably garbage, but we can check what it is as a U tier. Because somehow I have such a low U tier. U57. Yeah, it's really bad. Thanks, buddy. See ya. Cherubi. Oh, I got a couple. G1. Are you better than something I already have? No. L1. Bad. I guess I maybe held on to that L1 so that I could have both forms of Cherim. Maybe that's why he's still here. Bullet Seed, Seed Bomb. What's the lore with the little berry and why it looks sleepy or not very smart? Is there lore for that second berry? Like in a Pokedex entry or something? Okay, after Cherubi, after the Eevees, we have Passimian, Stunky, Nidoran. Passimian, U0. Oh, so low level. So low level. Rock Smash, Brutal Swing. Number 1, 2, 3. U tier. Better fighting types. I was holding on to this because he's so high level, but I have good fighting types now, I think, so I don't need to hold on to him anymore. L0, G0, U0, max. Looks good. Shiny. There was a Nidoran, there was a Passimian, and there was a... I don't remember the other one. Sorry, it said a Nidoran, Nidoking. Yeah, G2. I had a good G2, I thought already. Only 96%. Okay, never mind. He's better. Interesting. Man, I've got some decent Nidokings. CP 468. I'm glad they narrowed it down. I didn't have to sort through the whole thing though. Hex Sledge Bomb? Is that what it was? New G tier Nidoking, that's great. Old one here. I already have a fantastic L1, L0, L2, so he can't be anything new. When did I catch you? Just last year. A year ago, almost exactly. Alright, I forgot what else there was. So after Passimian, Stunky. Should have checked what was next, but I didn't. G1? Alright, even better G1. L question mark? Is it better than L90? It is better than L90. Bite and then Sludge Bomb? Boom. Replaced. L0, L1, G1, U1, max. Don't think you really need a max Skuntank, but it's 100%, so like I can't just throw away 100%. Venonat, Aeron, Meowth. Did I say that with disgust? A little bit. Venonat, we're kind of at a tie here. Bug Bite, Poison Fang. Oh, Poison Fang's usually a bad move. They're the same. Same moves, I mean. 94 versus 96. It's a higher level. Keeping this one. Incrementally better, but a much higher level, so that's how that would work. Aeron. 35th best Lairon in the G tier. I already had a pretty good G tier one, but it's a little bit better. Man, I have some good Aerons now. U1 is a little low, but Tackle Body Slam. G1. I have so many screenshots I have to delete when I do this. U2, 17. What's up with that? I already have the better U2, so that's why he got changed to G1. G1. It's an unfortunate CP number, though. I like it when it says 1500. I want to see you as a U1. U1? It's not even viable. Why am I holding on to a U1? You're not viable as a U1. L0. L1. L2. G0. G1. G2. U2 max. Do you remember? Yes, I do. Disdain. Meowth. But since so many of these come from eggs, to catch one, gave me a better one. Right. Trailblaze. And this Meowth gives good Stardust too. I think Galarian Meowth does not give good Stardust. And that was another thing about Toedscruel that I meant to say too, is Mushroom Pokemon give good Stardust. Paris, Morlul, Shroomish, good Stardust. It's like their mushroom. I don't know. Do they value mushrooms? The people who made this game, but Toedscruel does not follow the trend. It does not give lots of Stardust. the other mushroom Pokemon do. Which is sad because every time, even though I've caught so many Paras, I see a Paras, I catch Paras because it's extra Stardust. That's like the Shelders, the Staryus, the Trubbishes, like all of those. It's so great when I can catch them. We're close. We're in like the final 5, I think. A couple pseudos, and then a couple others. So dragons. We got Dratini, Axew, and then Electric. Kept so many of these. G1. Oh, I already had a really good G1. Oh, and it's a higher level. Tail Twister. Sounds like a good moveset. It's not. There's so many Dratinis in here. It's kind of crazy. I've talked about why in the past. It's just because when I evolve them, Dragonite has so many different moves that I kind of want to see what their move sets are going to be when I evolve them. Even though I've got this rockin' one right now. Great moveset. So strong. Mega Dragonite! Allow me to reiterate my opinions on Mega Dragonite. I like it. I initially was underwhelmed, but I liked how it brought back Dragonair aesthetics. But the more that I sit with it, Dragonite has always been a cute Pokemon. It's never been a fearsome Pokemon. It's a kind legendary, right? And I think they did a good job keeping that. They didn't make it fearsome. They didn't make it chonky. They kept him cute. They kept him friendly. He's a little derpy. Those wings on his head. He has so many wings. He has so many wings. He's got wings on his feet. He's got wings on his back. Tiny little wings on his back. Then huge head wings. But I like it. It's whimsical. It's fun. It's cute. It's not supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be monstrous. I like it. I like Mega Dragonite. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to keep all these dragons. Eventually, I'll get down in my powering up phase to Dragonair and Dragonite and all that, and I'll figure it out then. Okay, this is a big upgrade. Scratch Aquatail. It's a really good L tier Haxorus. Big upgrade over my previous one. Like this whole system, it was like, you just catch so many Pokemon. I needed a system of like, who am I going to keep? Who am I going to release? Because like, yeah, you could just be like, well, this one has really good IVs, so I'm going to keep it. But if it's really good IVs and a really good low CP, it's like a low level. And then you catch one that's a higher CP but bad IVs. Like, which one do you keep? Keep both? Sure, keep both, I guess. It makes you happy. But I wanted a system that was systematic. I wanted something to systemize this and make it clear cut on who I keep and who I'm transferring and all that. So this is the system I say we. This is the system I resorted to, decided on. Too many electric. So I'm a little surprised I held on to this one. Why? Just as like a potential mega? Maybe to see if you got a better moveset than the other one. I don't need to keep you. You're cute and all. I do like you. $13.05. They're the same. They're the same IVs, aren't they? Nope. Okay, Spark Thunderbolt. So I guess I just kept him to see if I evolved him, if he'd have better moves. As a Mega, maybe. I'm glad that I'm getting near the end of this this part of the video, not the end of the video, because we still have to power up things, which is what we look forward to. But I really got to go to the bathroom. So I'm glad we're on. I think it's the final two, right? What? I mean, Beldum's a good Pokemon, but Sawaddle and Beldum. I actually like Sawaddle. It was on my Gen 5 team when I played Pokemon White. I like my bugs. Bug bite, energy. Oh, but man, do I gotta go to the bathroom. I've been sitting here too long. Well, hopefully that doesn't make you feel bad because you've been sitting here a long time watching this too. If you've been watching all this way, actually, I had my movie length, my epic movie length Pokemon Go sorting video. It's like 3.5 hours. It's almost 4 hours long. I just posted that to my channel. Someone watched it for a long time. I think I had one person who watched it for like at least an hour and a half. But I was like, man, you made it an hour and a half. You might as well just like stuck with it. I don't know what turned you off an hour and a half into it that you were like, I can't finish this. Most people don't watch that long. People click the video. People see what's going on. They're like, not the video that I'm looking for right now. That's what I'm deciding. That's what people decided. This is great content. I like this guy. He's doing great stuff. It's just not the video I want to watch right now. And they click off. So my watch time mostly is really low. But that's okay. I do this for fun. So L0. Guess I should check. Can you be anything else? I get to the end and I get antsy. And I just want to release it. But I guess I should do my due diligence and check. Yeah, you can't be anything else. Last one, Beldum. Beldum. Yeah, so I shouldn't be saying like, oh, I've been sitting here so long, because you've been sitting here so long with me. So thank you, if you've made it this far. The third best Metang, after I already had the 9th best. So crazy that it's even better than what I already had. Number 3. So let's check out that other one and see if he can be anything else. It'd be great if he could be a better G2, I guess, or L2. I think is what I'm going to look at. L2, G2. L2, not great. G2, not great. Bummer, man. It's a decent U2, but I've already got a better U2. G1, 96. I think I've already got a better one. He's only really good as a Metang, not as anything else. Oh, the bathroom is really calling. L0, L1. L2, G1, G2, U2 max. Yeah, okay. All right, so don't go anywhere. Hang out. I have to pause the video though because I really gotta pee. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna sort. And not sort. We're gonna power up and check out and spin some Stardust. So hang out with me a little bit longer. All right, now that we have sorted, it's time to power up. So I have how much? 385,000 Stardust. So I got that in like the last week that I was in the US before my trip, and now it's time to spend it. So it could be one of those times when you just like spend it all on one mon and it's just gone in the blink of an eye, or we can spread it out. So like I was saying, with this new Bulbasaur, obviously I'm going to evolve. He wants to be a stage 1, so Ivysaur G tier. And he's really high. He's really good at that. So we're going to evolve him because he needs to be an Ivysaur. But I'm not going to power him up to 1500. It's just too big of an ask. I'm never going to... I don't need a G tier Ivysaur. I have a G tier Venusaur. Oh, I cut off the music short. Sorry, that was triumphant and beautiful, and I cut it short. So like I have a G tier Venusaur right here. It's pretty good. Not great. I probably caught others that I've erased or released because they were better. Like this is gonna cost. Oh, he's only $14.94. It's such a weird number. I like it when they hit 1,500. It's costing a ton of Stardust. Like it's 2/3 of my Stardust, and I don't even have enough candy for it. I have this much candy, so I could get him to 1472. This is gonna have to wait till someday when, like, there was a couple times over the summer in my past Pokemon Go videos where they did the 4 times catch Stardust, and I had 700 something thousand within a week. And this is why I wish I just lived in a place where I could play all the time, because then I would just have so much Stardust, and I would have such strong Pokemon, and I would be so much further in this game. But this is why this is a lifestyle game for me. I'm going to be playing this at least as long as they don't ruin the game, and as long as I keep having fun with it. This is like a lifestyle game for me. I've already been playing off and on for 6 years, so what's another 20? Honestly, it doesn't sound that bad playing this for 20 more years. Okay, so I'm not gonna level up, but what I am gonna do is I finally, over the summer, that last week they did Mega Venusaur raids, and I finally got to evolve my Venusaur Mega Elite. I got Mega Venusaur for the first time, which was awesome. This guy I've been working on for 2019. I've had him since 2019. He's 91%. I think I've caught higher IV percentage Bulbasaurs in the past. I think I had a 93 at one point, maybe a 96. But I've already put so much into this one that I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm replacing him. He's been with me for a very long time. Did I say 6 years? I probably downloaded the game in 2016. So I think I've been playing for 9 years. I wasn't able to play right away because I was in China when the game released. I was starting a new job, so I wasn't even able to go to the US that summer. And when it took the world by storm, China was just sitting here being China and not participating in Pokemon Go like the rest of the world was. So I just got to watch from afar. But then that winter when I went home for Christmas, I was like, oh my god, I have to learn everything there is about this game, and I was catching up. In fact, I'm at level 42. I mentioned this in my last video, and my sister's also at level 42, and she doesn't live in China. She plays sporadically, but she's pretty committed to it. She's been playing for a long time, and we're the same level. So she was like, "You're the same level as me." I was like, "Yeah, I play obsessively when I get to play." Anyways, we're gonna power this guy up. So, what I like to do when I'm powering up my strong guys is we sort by CP. So he's down here. Venusaur, he's not the most powerful guy in the world, but he's doing his best. He's my 7th strongest, and he's probably still going to be my 7th strongest after this. Let's not fool ourselves. Yeah, because it's just a little bit of an improvement, but it is an improvement, and we're spending 13,000, and we're going to be happy about it. So go for it, buddy. Yay! I love it. So, yep, slight, that's like what I said, it's the game of incremental improvements. That's what I play. Alright, so, I don't think I caught any Charmanders. Yeah, I can't power up my Char guy. Ready? Here we go. Ready for this? Oh, it didn't do it. No, it did do it. I finished another one of its. So this is what I battle capped because he was 89% and then I caught it 96%. I was really upset about it because this one was like, he has its Hydro Cannon move. I put so much into him, and then when that golden bottle cap came out, man, it was almost like I shouldn't use it on a Blastoise, but I'm using it on a Blastoise. And now he's just 1 percentage point away, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to finish it because I thought I could do remote raids in China. I can't. 27, 23. I can't. I tried to join one the other day because what was I trying to join? It was It's not Lugia. Oh, it was like Regirock. It was like Shadow Regirock or something. I don't have a Regirock, so I thought I would try to join it. And I couldn't. And I thought I could. I thought I could do remote raids from China. But either they removed that from the game, or maybe we've never been able to do remote raids. But that's the last thing I need to do with him is win 40 raids with him in my battle party. I need 12 more. If I knew that I couldn't do it from China, I probably would have put more effort into it over the summer, but I still have 323 days to do this. So I'm hoping that when I travel later this year and early next year, that I can do those 12 raids. At the very least, I can do 12 remote raids when I'm traveling to try and get this guy to 100 because I want to. Now, should I have used it on like a legendary or something that can't catch? Gets to a much higher CP than this guy? Probably. But I followed my heart. Can't do my Mega Beedrill. Can't do my Mega Pidgeot. I don't think. I can do Pidgeot. Good old Pidgeot here. I think I've also caught like a 98% Pidgeot at some point, and I ignored it because I've put so much into this Pidgeot. 2296 is where he's at. He's way down on this list, I think. And I would love to get some Mega Pidgeot candy. Or what is it called? Energy. 2296 to 2310. So he'll take over my ice types. Going above Alolan Ninetales and Alolan Sandslash. I would love to be able to Mega Evolve him, but I just have never been able to do Mega Pidgeot raids. Because I have a soft spot in my heart for Pidgeot. Alright, who's after? Oh, we're gonna evolve our Rattata, is what I decided. Actually, we're gonna evolve both of these, I guess. God, I hope they have good movesets. I would hate it. I would hate if it's the worst, but oh, speaking of movesets, let's pull this up. So this is my resource I use for moveset sometimes. I don't know why I tried to drag it. I need to use OBS to do this. Why is that screen capture turned off? Oops, okay. Don't know if you saw that, but maybe not. You want to be Pokemon Go Hub. So this is Pokemon Go Hub. It is a little messed up at the moment because I'm on my TCG Pocket dimensions. This is about the best I can do right now. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have any more videos or anything playing over here, so I think it's safe to do this. Can I center it? Is my OCD gonna let me live with this? Yes, good enough. Okay, so let's actually pull up. This might be the first time I've ever... this is not what I want. What do I want? What do I want? Database, right? Uh-oh, Wi-Fi. Okay, while this is happening, I'm going to evolve, so you have something to watch. Evolving Rattata to... Oh my gosh, he's almost at 500. I don't actually have to invest much in these at all. Let's just hope they get decent movesets. This is not working very well. Quick Attack, Hyper Beam. Normal. That will not help with ghost types. Hyper Fang is probably much better. Quick Attack, Hyper Fang is good. Hyper Beam is mediocre. I used to have one with Return. That was pretty great, but that's what it's gonna stay. It's just gonna stay that. Come on, Wi-Fi. You can do it. Alolan Raticate. So as far as movesets go, he's a bad Pokemon. You would never use him in battles and stuff. Moveset, Quick Attack, Hyper Fang, like I said. Bite, Crunch is actually really bad, and that's what I kind of want. I guess it's not like way worse. Bite, Hyper Fang, they're saying is the best. So let's see what the next one. Actually, yeah, let's evolve the next one. G1 here. 56th best. Evolve? We got so much Rattata candy, like it might as well. Like, doesn't hurt. Power him up, see what happens. Well, I don't know if we'll power him up, but I guess it depends on his moveset. If he's got a good moveset, we might power him up. Even Bite Crunch. I think Bite Crunch because it's double dark, and I don't have. Oh, it's Quick Attack everything. Okay, that's pretty good for normal type attacks. We'll take it. Unfortunately, that just means I can't really use them against ghost types, which is kind of their whole purpose. Because I don't have many evolved dark types. I don't have very many powerful evolved dark types. So I was actually using Alolan Raticate as a dark type attacker for like psychic and ghost. So how much do you want to get powered up? Oh, that's not even all the way. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Since I can't play, that's like a beginning of the summer power up. Like when I'm gonna have so much Stardust, but now that I'm literally like spending the last Stardust of my summer, can't do it. This guy, I will do. He only needs one power up, so. We're gonna slap the finished label on him. No, that's not right. Tag finished. Finished him. So that is as far as I'm gonna take my Raticates. Like this Raticate, I haven't even powered up either. Quick Attack, Hyper Beam also. So it's just gonna be good enough. Quick Attack, Dig, huh? And just reading the word dig makes me want to do a Pokemon playthrough with a Rattata and teach it dig. Like it just really makes me want to do that. This guy, can he power up or is he finished? I think he powers up once. Just out of curiosity, can I get this to load? Heck. I think he's got what, Poison Sting Wrap? Which is way down here. Poison Sting Sludge Bomb is the desire there. But let's power him up and call him finished. We won't change his move. Love that cry. Can I do it again? I hope you can hear that. Sorry, tag finished. We're probably just gonna scroll past all these Pikachus. I don't think I got any new Pikachus. I don't think there's anything exciting with Pikachu. I have this Alolan Raichu I've been powering up, but it's only 93%, so I honestly should not have been investing in him, but I felt bad for him, so I started. Can't do my Sand Slash. Oh, I did catch a new Nidoran, didn't I? We have this max one, but 89's really not worth it. L2 is not worth it. G2's okay. Like actually G2's okay. G1, man, that's gonna take everything I've got, right? Yeah. Not worth it. It's nice to have it, but I'm not gonna use it. So it's just gonna go into this. My U2. How many? I can do it twice. So he's up to 20. That was my 2025. Yeah, 2025. Happy 2025. So now it's 2057. So sure, let's go. Poison Jab, Earth Power. Again, I wish it was like Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb, or Mud Shot, Earth Power. I like it when they're the same, but it is what it is. I did get a new one of these guys, right? Oh, it's this G2 that I got. He would need 125 candy to evolve. 98% is honestly fine. Like, it's not bad. Oh gosh, no. I meant to click power up. Just out of curiosity. It's doable. But probably not worth it, because he's just an Nidoran. If it was the beginning of the summer, I would do it. Where am I on powering up these guys? What do you need? You can get powered up once, so that's exciting. How much more do you need? A few more. 58 candies. We're getting there. I'm gonna do this guy. I'm curious. Wonder what CP he'll end up at when I evolve him all the way. I wonder what moves he's gonna get. I'm gonna do it. Recent catch. Getting a little spotlight. So I finally used the bathroom and then I'm gonna fill my bladder again. That's how bladders work. So he's almost 1500. Like, I barely need to spend any Stardust on him to get him finished, which is pretty cool. I love it when that happens. It sucks when it's like a level 1 Pokemon. Its level is all the way over here, but it needs to be like a U2, so you can be like in it all over again. And you're like, well, that's gonna be 800,000 Stardust. Iron Tail Earthquake. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound good. Poison Jab would have been kind of nice. Sand Tomb is bad. Sludge Wave. I think we can rock with this. Let's check it out. Let's pull up Nidoking. Just to see it. I think I'm gonna keep it because I don't really have many steel type attacks. Honestly, if it would have been Iron Tail, like Sludge Wave, it would have been good for fairies. So it's probably not in the top 10. It's definitely not. It's number 12 out of 25. Sandtumen's really bad. Iron Tail is good, is better with Earth Power, but well, the Earthquake is kind of lower. Earthquake Earth Powers are its best. This is what my other one is. It's only G tier. I'm gonna leave it. I'm probably never gonna use him in raids and I'm not like a PvP battler, so I've based my entire system off of the PvP battling system, and I don't do PvP battles. Which is silly, but it's who I am. Dang it. Take it or leave it. We're gonna call him finished. I don't know if did I update his moveset? I didn't. Sorry. Save, yep. Iron Tail, Earthquake, yeah. So he's finished. Tag, finished. We'll take a B. We'll take a B moveset. And then that leaves this guy, right? He needs his power up. 24, 23. So he's a max, right? So we gotta go back to this view. Oh, no, he's not a max. He's a U tier. So actually, I didn't need to do this at all. 24, 23, 24, 39. It's moving up one spot on the power. I have to like not memorialize, but like momentize. I have to make them significant moments, right? Because I don't get to do this very often. I have to make them feel like a moment. I did catch this new Clefairy. It's probably not going to get powered up because I don't think it matters to do that. What I might do though, probably going to get rid of some. It's only 27,000. I mean, it's only 27,000. What I am going to do though is get rid of this one because you don't need a G tier Clefairy. $27,000. That's the beginning of the summer Pokemon. That is not a big cost, and I will do it someday. This is another one that's like, it's a little bit more expensive. 55,000. Really good moveset on that though. This one's finished. Surprised Powder Snow Weather Ball. Okay, I don't think I can do any of my Ninetales. Nope, don't have enough Ninetales candy. Wigglytuff is dead to me. Golbat is not really anything. The Gloom Vileplumes, I guess I could look at. I was working on this Gloom a little bit, actually. Did spend a little bit on this Gloom recently. Acid Moonblast, interesting combination of moves. This max is not worth it. Because it's like 2,700, 28. Okay, it's not actually as bad as I thought, but. Where's my Blossom? Probably, I was thinking I would hold off on powering up Blossom. I have this really good one. Needs a lot to get to 2,500. This one to get to 1,500. It's actually like somewhat attainable. Magical Leaf Petal Blizzard, like it's decent. Bullet Seed D-Gleam, that's bad. What's your CP? 1474. I was honestly going to keep Blossom until I got to Gen 2. So for now, let's spend it on the Gloom. I think twice, 3 times? It's weird to be spending it on a Gloom, but I'm going to do it. Congratulations, Gloom. Alright, where does that leave us? We are below Gloom. So the Parises are done. The Venonats are basically done. I don't need both of these. Why am I holding on to both of these? Fusion Silverwind. You definitely have the better moves. I don't know what to do there. That's why I have them both, because I just can't decide. And then this stinking G1 Doug Trio, I just can't bring myself to spending the resources it needs. It's crazy. Who would... I can't imagine spending all that on a Doug Trio. I've already got this one. Did I get a new Berserker thing? Not really. Golduck is basically where Golduck needs to be. There's always this Primeape that I could power up. Again, I can't. I just can't do it. Can't do the Arcanine. Oh, close. Can't do it though. G1. They both needed XL candy, right? So I could try. I don't really have any. Oh, I have a U1. What is he doing here? I need to evolve that, don't I? all the Growlithe I've caught, I'm surprised that 97 is my best U1, but it is. I haven't evolved him. Just out of curiosity, to get him to U, it's only 127,000. Actually, that's not bad. That's doable. Let's check out Arcanine. Arcanine has a huge moveset in this game. Fire Fang is what we're looking for. Be nice to get Snarl Wild Charge. Okay, that's its 4th best. Not Stab at all, though. I could easily change Snarl to Fire Fang. Just spending the rest of the candy, Growlithe candy. I'm surprised Wild Charge is so good. He's got such a huge moveset. All those combinations, 28 different combinations. Thunder Fang is bad. Psychic Fangs is bad. This is why you don't really want to change its charge move, because Wild Charge is one of its best. Flamethrower would have been nice, but and I can easily change Snarl to Fire Fang if I want to someday. Alright, our Polys. We've been working on Poliwrath a little bit. I haven't caught any Polys. That's the problem. So I have no candy to spend here. So we're moving on. Level 0. Where's my Alakazam priority? I don't really have an Alakazam priority, except for Alakazam, which I don't have any XL candy, so I guess we're moving on. I could evolve this guy up. G2, 97%. I'm not going to. I might save this for another day. Only 36,000. 169 candy. I have all the candy it needs. How much Stardust did it need? 36,000. That's another day. Don't have enough candy. Finished. Yep, most of those are where they're gonna be. L1, L0, G1. Oh my gosh, that G1. G2, U2, L2. Guess I'm working on U. Oh, but I don't have enough candy. I have candy for you. That was the most long way to ever do that. That's not worth it. Are you worth it, little guy? I think I'm gonna do it on this. We're gonna call him done. I could have spent this on a Alakazam and had a really strong Alakazam, but nope, I'm doing it on a Bellsprout. And you can't stop. And it's done. Now that was a 97% Bellsprout. Why did I do that? I don't know. Gotta keep them guessing, I guess. And I can't do the Victor Bell. I don't really have enough good Tentacruels to really invest in. I have the candy, I could, but I just want to wait for a better one, if I'm being honest. Alright, that gets us back to Geodudes. I forget if I went beyond the Geodudes in the last video that I posted, but I'm looking. Like, there's a lot that I can power up here. There's a lot of, like, yeah, this is as far as I got last time I did a Pokemon Go video. So what do I want to power up? Max guy here. Like, I might as well keep powering him up, right? I don't have like a strong rock type attacker. Oh, how far are you gonna go? You'll go very far. Oh crap. You're gonna take everything I got. I thought I was gonna be able to move past you. Oh, okay. That's kind of a disappointment, honestly. I wanted to get to Rapidash and stuff, but like, I guess I could spend it on some of these other guys first. Can I get you to 2,500? I can. You're 98%, so that's not awful. You are rock type attacker, so that's alright. 133, that's half of what I got left. The problem is, I'm probably just going to spend the rest of this on golems, so it is what it is. I feel bad for golem. I always I like the idea. I like the idea of golem, I really do, but then when it comes like time to like choose a golem, you're like, I'm not gonna pick a golem. I feel bad for the guy. Alright, we're calling this one done. I have a strong rock type attacker now, which I didn't really have before. You're finished? That was supposed to be U tier, right? Yeah, okay. I already had a G tier that's finished. He's ground type. Like this guy, to get him to 1,500, 48,600. That brings me down to 100,000. It is fun to just say they're finished, though. It is. That's the nice thing about like the tier ones instead of the max ones. The max ones will never be finished. Like, as long as I have candy and as long as I have Stardust until they get to level 50, like I'll have to keep powering them up. So sometimes it's nice to just do the ones that will actually like be finished and just call them finished. G2 guy here. So I'm using some candy. That was kind of my objective here, was to like use up some of the candy, but I'm using any. Butt slam. G tier, you're finished. L tier. Do I have an L or a G1 Graveler? Yeah, 95. It's not great. If I evolved you, how strong you get? 900 evolve. How much would you want to get to 1,500? I can't double check the CP. 661. Shoot, what'd I do? So it needs 70,000 to get up to where it wants to be, and 87 candy is all. 70,000 is everything I got left, so I don't really feel like that's worth spending that on a 95% Graveler. So does that just bring me to... I have two choices. Like, Obviously, like, it should probably go into this guy. He's 100%. 2717 is as far as he gets. But I did, well, I mean, my hope was to use candy, right? But I got so much Geodude candy, like, I could probably convert a lot of that into XL candy and just continue him. 3197, just out of curiosity. 2359, 3197. That would be my second strongest someday. Right now he's down here at 2359. When I power him up, because I'm not getting to Rapidash, unfortunately, guys. 23 to 2717. He's moving up pretty significantly. Wow. He's catching up to Blastoise. And above my Nidoking. Golem is strong. That attack stat on a Golem and his defense stat, honestly, like, that makes him really strong in this game. Like, maxing him out, he's at 3,300. Like, that's nothing to scoff at. Alright. This is the end of the episode. Alright. Here we go, Golem. You get the spotlight today, buddy. And I'm gonna come back to you and keep powering you up because I got so much more candy on you to spend. He still only needs 8 candy to level up. That's crazy. So he went all the way up here. So he's now in the 3, 6, 9. He's top 15. Other top 15 Pokemon that got powered up today was Venusaur. And that's it. I didn't power up my Blastoise today. So, like, you could say, like, you should have used your bottle cap on Reshiram, for example, or this awful Mewtwo. It's 53% Mewtwo, but I didn't. I used it on a Blastoise, who's still down here, even though he's been powered up so much. Because a Mewtwo, man, a Mewtwo would go great if you power up a Mewtwo. But I've never been, like, obsessed with legendaries. Like, I like powering up Pokemon more than I like powering up a legendary. Okay, yeah. So we finished out at the golems again. That's as far as we got with our powering ups. Unfortunately, the only Stardust I'm going to be getting for the next... It's like, I hope I recorded my screen. For the next couple weeks is just coming from hatching eggs. That's the all I get. And all this also. I did catch my Pokemon for today, but now I need to claim my reward for today. So I'll get Stardust from hatching eggs, and I'll get Stardust from gifts. That's it. So I'm not going to have a lot of Stardust to get, but I am traveling. I will be traveling in October. So this video is going to get posted in probably early September. And then, so a month after it gets posted, I'll be traveling again. So I'll actually be able to, like, play and engage with the game, and there'll be another update after that. But it'll be a while. So that's where I'm going to be sitting with Pokemon for a while. So Pokemon Go will be absent from the channel for a little bit. If that's the kind of content you're following me for, hey, try out some of my other content in the meantime. I appreciate you. If you're subscribed and all that stuff, that'd be great. But yeah, Pokemon Go will be taking a backseat to other Pokemon content until I'm able to travel again. So appreciate it. If you made it this far, I actually don't know how long this video is going to be because I have to put it together, but it's probably over 2 hours. If you've made it this far, really appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Makes me feel seen. So thanks for that. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. See you in the next one.